The insider attack on March 11th, 2013 is considered to this day the most catastrophic insider attack since the start of the global war on terrorism. It is referenced in schools and training events throughout the SOF community. As painful as it remains, we have managed to pull the positive value from this tragedy. We must get better. We owe this to the fallen. Yeah, you and I were talking when we weren't recording. For me, I had a blue on blue incident in Ramadi that I was in charge of. A friendly Iraqi soldier was killed. Several more were wounded. One of my guys was wounded. And like what I did when I got home was debrief that event to every SEAL team on the West Coast that was going on deployment. And I had many times guys come back and say, hey, I was in this situation. We had this element over here, that element over here. If I wouldn't have known and trained to avoid blue on blues, 100% would have happened. And, I was just saying to you that you telling this story, look, man, there's special operations guys working around the world right now as we speak with countless partner forces all over the place. And this is a lesson that everybody will not forget. And, I know that the blue on blue that we had early in deployment saved lives later in deployment, because we would have had, there's other things I talk about in extreme ownership. I had a freaking Bradley wanting to put 25 millimeter chain gun on what they thought was enemy element on a rooftop, and that enemy element was actually my guys. Leif talks about in there. He had Chris Kyle identify, hey, I see a person with a scoped weapon in this building. Do you want me to shoot him? And Leif's checking with the Army. Do you guys have anyone in this building? And they're like, no, kill that sniper. And Chris didn't feel comfortable taking the shot and didn't take it. And luckily he didn't, because we were so sensitive to blue on blue. And so the lessons coming away from this, guaranteed. You say you don't know how many lives they've saved, and we'll never be able to know how many lives they've saved, but no doubt the level of caution and making sure that assessment is happening all the time, that's what we got to take away from these things for sure. Have to.